Hello, it's me again, Danielle Cardiff Stitcher here on FlossTube as well as over on Instagram. I'm back, hopefully with a quick plans video for stitching in 2026. Hopefully by now my whip parade should be up, so I won't be showing any of the projects. I'll just be putting pictures up here of the ones I'll be stitching on. So I'm going to continue with Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays. So myself and Kayla from Stitching with My Little is doing basically what it says, stitching on any Winnie the Pooh chart or kit that we may have. On a Wednesday, we do it for an hour, a thread, 100 stitches, whatever we feel we want to do. I'm considering doing mine during school pickups, so I tend to leave here a little bit earlier when I go and get the little one from nursery so that I can find a decent parking space which isn't too far to walk. And then what I'll do is I'll sit in the car and I'll add some stitches to the Winnie the Pooh that I've got going at the time. I've got several different ones in my stash that have been started, but I'm doing this one, which is Winnie the Pooh sniffing the little flower. I think it's a flower, or is it? No, it's the little caterpillar. I think it's called Hello Friend or something like that. But anyway, it's up here as you can see it. And I'll basically just stitch on that for however long I get chance. And then if I want to, I might stitch on it in the evening. I'll see how it goes. I'm going to attempt to do WIPGO this year again. I tend to find as soon as I tell myself I need to stitch on this or stitch on that, I do tend to just not want to stitch on it. But I thought I'll give it a go. One of the girls in this cross stitch group on a IKEA cross stitch group on a Sunday, she does 1,000 stitches per call of her piece. So I thought maybe I could do that. And instead of putting 25 different projects on, I'm going to be focusing on my 5 main projects that I want to get some done on it. So let's try again. For numbers 1 to 5, I will be working on Animal Panorama, and I'll hopefully put in 1,000 stitches for each call, which should equal 5,000 stitches should I get it done. I might take a leaf out of other people's books and reward myself with some money. I'm thinking like maybe £5 every time I reach the 1,000 stitches. So Animal Panorama will be 1 to 5, and then Blue Monarch Butterfly will be for numbers 6 to 10. Mini Sunflower Cottage will be for numbers 11 to 15. Butterfly Fae will be for numbers 16 to 20. And Star Dragon will be for numbers 21 to 25. So I'm hoping each of those will get 1,000 stitches each time that they're called. Hopefully it'll be over the course of a weekend I can do them, or in the evening. We'll just have to see how things work out. And then I'm also going to attempt to do the temperature stitching, which is 1,000, no, not 1,000, definitely not, which will be 100 stitches each time it's called. So I will be choosing the highest temperature for that day, and if it's in double figures, I'll be choosing the second number. And mine will be going as follows. For 0 degrees, it will be Blue Monarch Sunflower. 1 degrees, it will be my German Shepherd. And then for 2 degrees, it will be Animal Panorama again. 3 degrees is Shooting Star. 4 degrees is Flutter of Jellyfish. 5 degrees is going to be Birdhouse English Cottage. 6 degrees is going to be the Let It Snow. 7 degrees is going to be the Endgame Glove. 8 degrees is going to be the Love Sow. And 9 degrees is going to be the Tea and Cakes Sow, providing I can find the chart for that. Once I have finished my Love Sow, hopefully it doesn't take too long, I will then add in more than likely the Bambi piece to get that finished. And then when I finished Tea and Cake Sow, I am considering adding in the Happy Child recipe by Joan Elliott. That's the one. And then depending on like the German Shepherd one, if I get that finished, I will more than likely be adding in another piece that is close to a finish. I don't know which one yet. I'm like I say, I don't know which one. I just, because it's a small piece, it's only 2,000 some odd stitches, I will just put in another piece when it's finished, see whichever calls to me which one I want to finish next. And those are going to hopefully be my temperature stitches. I'm going to hopefully try and keep up with it throughout the week. I've just got the numbers, this week's temperatures. So today is Sunday. It's now gone 8 o'clock in the evening, so there's no chance of me stitching now because I need to have a shower and everything before work tomorrow. However, I did draw for today's number, for today's temperature. So this week it's going to be 4, 4, 6, 6, 7, 5, 6, 9. So I'm going to be stitching on Flutter of Jellyfish twice. So that'll get 200 stitches. I'll be stitching on Let It Snow 3 times, so that'll get 300 stitches. And then I'll be stitching on Endgame, which will get 100 stitches. Birdhouse English Garden, that will get 100 stitches because that's 5 for 5 degrees. And then for number 9, I'll be stitching on, if I can find it, Tea Cake Sow. If I can't find the Tea Cake Sow, I might just revert to doing the Love Sow until I manage to find it. It's here somewhere. Whether it's in paper form, I don't know. There's a good chance it could be on the computer. But Chris, my partner, enjoys to change things over for saving stuff. One time we were using Dropbox, then we were using, what were we using? We were using, I know we've used Amazon before now. We've used Google Drive. We've got them on dongles. We've got things saved all over the place. So it's just a matter of tracking it down, finding out where it is. So hopefully I haven't chatted too fast, and hopefully I'll get a chance to put in the pictures of the pieces I'm going to be working on. I haven't actually got my diary up here, so I'm trying to think of what I'm doing next weekend. I don't actually know. I don't think I'm doing anything next weekend, so I know I've got a load of training coming up soon. And they're in the some are in the evening and some are on a weekend. But I'll aim to, I'm not promising, but I'll aim to do another floss tube on Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, depending how plans go. Like I say, I can't think of anything off the top of my head at the moment. I know I got my IKEA stitch group on Sunday morning, but I can film afterwards. So yeah, that's basically that. I'm hoping to track my stitches a bit better this year. Every year my mum gets me one of these little pocket calendars, and every year I write in there what I stitch. Oh, it's not focusing. I write in there what I stitch on, how many stitches I made, and now I've started doing the temperatures. So I'll carry on doing that. Last year fell by the wayside, but hopefully this year it'll be good. But other than that, I don't think I've got any other plans. I wanted to try and keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm not going to sit here thinking. I'm going to say that's it for now. If things do change, you'll find out in my next floss tube anyway. So until next time, enjoy your stitching, and I hope you're safe and well. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.